That video says a lot to me because there are so many people who won't attack the opportunity. When the opportunity is in front of you, you sit back and you wait, right? It's kind of like double dutch. You know, you wait for that right moment. When in reality, you got to attack right away. If you watch the video, the lioness, she's waiting. Clearly, she's more powerful. She's more ferocious. She has what it takes. And that's most people. A lot of people have what it takes to tackle that opportunity, to take action, to attack the opportunity, to improve their lives, the lives of those around them, to put themselves in a better situation than they're currently in. But what happens is they wait. They wait, like double dutch. They wait. But you can't wait. You see the lion come in. The lion doesn't wait. The lion comes in. Let's get this money. The lion pulls the trigger. The lion has the mindset of go. The lion has the mindset of attack. Make something happen. The opportunity is now. Don't wait. This could be the end of the line. Don't wait. We could miss this opportunity. The lion refuses to sit back and allow all of this money, all this opportunity, whatever it is, pass them by. A lot of people sit back for whatever reason. They have fear in front of them. And that fear keeps them from jumping off the edge. And you got to jump off the edge. If you watch the video, I don't believe that it's so much that the lioness is afraid. Maybe. It could be that maybe she's afraid of getting horned, or maybe she's afraid of getting trampled on, or maybe she's just waiting on that right window of opportunity to go in there. But sometimes, even when you're looking for that window of opportunity, you still have to be in the attack mode, because even with that opportunity, there are certain things that you may need to know. There are certain things that maybe you can make happen ahead of time so that you jump in when that opportunity comes. And I'll give you an example. A long time ago, long time ago, before Google went public, right? All I thought about was, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I can't wait. As Google became closer to going public, what I started to realize was, wait a minute, because of a previous investment where I took a major dump, that investment had a negative impact on the funds available for when Google went public. So it's like the last, I don't know, week or few days or whatever, right? But I'm like, oh my God, I gotta grind. And I was in the Bay Area, working, making things happen, and I got on the grind. But I waited. So had I made the decision earlier to start putting the funds together, doing what I had to do, think about how much I could have purchased, how much of that stock I could have purchased. Now, not to say I didn't purchase a lot at the time, but what happened was, at the open, when it went public, I still wasn't ready. Okay, I actually didn't jump in until I think it was like 3 days later. Well, 3 days later, the stock had already climbed significantly, and it was like, what the heck? Now, had I been ready in the moment, had I prepared myself, I knew the opportunity was going to come up. So that lioness, as she's walking up, she already knows. She's hunt the prey. Okay, they know that they're going to have the opportunity to secure dinner for the family. They know they're going to have the opportunity to secure dinner for the family. That's a given. Had she prepared herself earlier to just run up and jump in there, she wouldn't have been sitting there waiting, and the lion wouldn't have come in and closed the deal. Okay, I am not a real estate agent, but I have to imagine that those real estate agents who wait, they miss out on opportunities. And those real estate agents who come in and they constantly make it happen, they have a plan, they study their craft, they're on their game, they're the ones who are climbing the ladder, closing the deals, selling, I don't know, 50 units, 40 units in a year, whatever the case may be, doing $1 million deals, things like that. I made the mistake of not preparing for that day, even though I knew it was coming. Just like that lioness, I knew it was coming. Okay, I knew that situation was going to be right there. That opportunity was going to be right there. I waited, and as a result of me waiting, man, the financial impact, it was tough because I couldn't get in at the price that I wanted to get in. Didn't stop me from making it happen. So eventually I became the lion and I jumped in because ultimately that was the plan. But think about, for me, when I go back and I think about it, now I could tell you how many shares, and I'm not. But I'm like, man, are you kidding me? Do you know? Oh my gosh, it would have just been insane. Make a decision though, because you have ideas. There's so many ideas that you might have that you could put into play, but something always gets in the way of you jumping out and grabbing at the opportunity. Figure out what that is. Think of all the ideas that you've had. Listen, one thing I know about an idea, if you're blessed with an idea and you don't make it happen, and I've learned this myself, okay? I had an invention, I put it together, I drew it up, everything, and I didn't do anything with it. And sure enough, some years later, we're on QVC, and my idea that I drew up, the exact idea, now mind you, I didn't trademark it, I didn't do anything. I just drew it up, showed a couple people, it was great. Somewhere on the other side of the country, some person did the same thing, designed it up, it was almost exactly the same. Designed that thing, got it up, got the investors behind it, everything. I look up, I'm flipping the channel, I just happened to, I don't know if I dozed off, I woke up, it was on like QVC or something. And my freaking invention is right there. They're making millions. Millions. Listen, you get an idea, and I am talking to a very select group of people, and I hope you know that I'm talking to you. You have an idea. Do what you have to do now to prepare yourself for that opportunity so you can take your idea to the next level. You need to not sit on that idea. You need to make it come to a reality. If you're given an idea, you're given an idea to do something with it. You're not given an idea to throw it on the shelf. You can have 200 ideas. It could be that 201st, that 201. It could be that idea that be the one that takes flight. You will never know. Sometimes you got to fall on your face with an idea to stand back up and say, oh man, that wasn't the best way to do it. Let me try it this way. And fall on your face again, stand up and say, oh man, I didn't get there. When you falling on your face enough and you stand up and you look back, you're going to have this long road of what you think are failures. They're not. They're not failures at all. They're key learnings, right? It's the educational process of an entrepreneur. Okay? Entrepreneurship doesn't go like this. Entrepreneurship goes like this. It's the rockiest road you'll ever have. All right? It's the rockiest road. It's like when you're in the ocean in an old boat. Not one of these boats who can navigate the water, right? The rough waters, the rocky waters really, really well. Okay? It's like you're in a boat and you're doing like 35 miles per hour and you're jumping and bouncing and hitting it really, really hard and stuff like that. That's kind of how entrepreneurship is. If you have an idea, make that idea happen. Don't sit back and think of all the things that could go wrong. If you think of all the things that can go wrong, they are going to go wrong. I promise you. If you think of all the negative stuff, the negative stuff will happen. If you think, oh my God, I'm not going to get funding, you're not going to get funding. If you think, oh my God, I don't know how to make this happen, chances are you're not going to do what it takes to make it happen or to find out how to make it happen. So don't think that way. Instead, think on, got to make this happen. This is what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't care if you break it up in pieces, but make it happen. The idea is yours. Don't let someone else take your idea. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Don't have a great idea and not do something with it and only to find someone else who does something with it later and make millions. Don't miss out on that opportunity. All right? I have learned. I will never do that again. I wouldn't be right here talking to you if that was the case. Trust me. Everything that comes, I'm full steam ahead. I am full steam ahead. Okay? I'm chopping down trees. I am chopping down trees. You got a business idea, you need a partner, you need somebody to come in, help you put that thing together, make that thing a reality. Hey, let's go. Your vision, your dream, I'm going to help you get it going. I'm going to help you get it going. I'm going to help you make it a reality. Bottom line, I'm doing my thing, you do your thing, right? We work together, we move forward. That's the name of the game. Bottom line, you got to move. You got to take off. Liftoff only occurs when you're in the seat. Hands on the steering wheel. You're piloting this bad boy. But you got to hit the switch. If you don't hit the switch, you're not going nowhere. Right? No one on the outside will ever hear 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off, and sit back and watch you take off. Instead, they'll see you sitting there, no smoke, no clouds, only rain, and you miserable because you didn't take action. You were afraid. You waited like the lioness. You waited. Now listen, don't get it twisted. That lioness, she tears some stuff up. I already know. But just like you have it in you. So I already know you can do it, but you got to realize it. And when you realize it, if it's a confidence thing, if it's a low self-esteem thing, whatever the situation is, if it's a I don't have the education or I don't know how to run a business or whatever, do you think that every person who went into business knew how to run a business? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Everybody goes through this process of becoming an entrepreneur or a business person. They all had to take the step, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Period. I remember even working for a company where I stepped into this leadership role with this. It was a new company, new business, new everything, right? And as far as the industry was concerned, I was very familiar with the industry. However, I jump into this new business. I go into my office. I've gone through all the trainings and this, that, or the other. At the end of the day, the training had nothing to do with how I'm going to run this team, how I'm going to lead this company, how I'm going to lead this business. And so, listen, I jumped into the position. I remember going into the office and I just sat there. Probably for about an hour, maybe even 2. And then I said, okay, the only way this thing is going to work is if I make it work. So I got to work. I made it work. High performance. Full steam ahead. All go. Foot gas on the pedal. Foot on the pedal. Full go. Bottom line. I never look back. Period. That's how it is. That's just how it is. Right? The same thing. 2Win Sports. I didn't know everything. I did it. Foot on the pedal. Let's go. Period. Writing the book. I didn't know anything. Foot on the pedal. Let's go. 2003, my company, Sports Matrix, negotiating contracts for football players, for athletes, right? Overseas deals, becoming the liaison between the U.S. and the U.K. and Europe and all of these other countries, right? Where I didn't even speak the language. That's okay. When they were up, I was up. 9 hours ahead, I was up. I learned. All right? I learned. I learned from missing out on deals because I went to sleep when they were awake, and when they were trying to get in touch with me, I was knocked out. So I learned the importance of time. So they're 9 hours ahead. When everybody else out here is asleep, I was awake. Closing deals. Bottom line. Making connections. Networking with teams. Finding out what team needs this, what team needs that. We need a quarterback. We need this. We need that. We need that. And then I'm finding it. So check it out. While business, they're up overseas. They're 9 hours ahead. So they're up overseas. Over here, everybody is asleep. My competitors are over here. My competitors were here. Well, my competitors were asleep. That's how I became the liaison. Because I was the one that was up for them to talk to all the time. I wouldn't sleep much. I made the deal happen. Did I know what I was doing? Hell no. I had no clue. I was young. I was in my early 20s. I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. But I made it happen. Bottom line, I made it happen. And I kept going. All the way till the commissioner of the leagues over there became a buddy of mine. Flying over. And the age difference between he and I, oh my gosh. It was over probably 50 years. Yeah, it was, I think, 50 years. That was the age difference. But we would hang out big time. He'd fly in, I'd pick him up. We go here. Let's check out these players. We go here. Put on workouts. Hey, I made it happen. I made it happen my way. There are no rules, okay? That's the only rule. There are no rules. You make it happen. You take action. You be aggressive. You do what you have to do. You don't listen to people who are going to hold you back. You decipher between information that you need and information that you don't need, and you move forward. And that's it, okay? And you make it happen. Don't make it a hobby. Make it a business, okay? Generate a profit. Generate revenue. Bottom line. Bottom line. Right? There's some things where, yeah, you may have to barter a little bit. Okay, I can understand that, but you got to quickly change that relationship. Quickly change that relationship. Especially if you got people that you got to pay if you have payroll. But take action. You won't always know when. You won't always know how. Okay? You won't even always know why sometimes. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes you won't even know why. But you'll look at it and it says value. And you'll say, go for it. Boom, pull the trigger. That says value. I see value. Pull the trigger. Let's roll. You'll have to. Okay? Because what will happen is that competitor will come up. They're looking over your shoulder. They're saying, I see some value there that he or she doesn't see. And they're going to wait for you to miss that opportunity. And the moment you blink, you're going to open your eyes and it's gone. Business happened last night, not tonight. Okay? Business already happened. Make sure you're getting up early. If you're not getting up early, think about this. On the East Coast, they're getting up. When they get up on the East Coast, hey, business is in motion. Business is in motion. My wife would laugh at me because, I'll be in bed sometimes and I would have my phone, the computer on, the smart TV on, and you know what I mean. I've got Bloomberg on. I'm watching the Market Watch. I'm on the phone. You know what I mean. I got the app up. I got your Thinkorswim going on over here, and I'm not gonna get into everything that I have, but I got all this stuff going on because I'm trying to trade during the day and things. Day trading, pattern day trading. If you know about that, I got things going on. I got things going on while everybody else is still asleep. Nope, I'm not. I'm up. Most of the time I'm up. I've already exercised. If I'm going to have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever, I've already had that. I've showered. I'm dressed. People are still in bed. People are still in bed. I'm creeping around trying not to make noise, trying to get it going. All right, trying to get it going. I've sent emails out. I've responded. Some people who are awake, especially if they're awake on the East Coast, I may or may not get a response. A lot of times I don't get a response like right away with that. Sometimes I do, depending upon how early it is. Look, it doesn't matter. You do what it takes. Be an animal. Get out there. Get ferocious. Be the lion. Be the lion. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what your sexual, like you male, female. That doesn't matter. Okay? Take the actions. Let the actions of the lion guide you in terms of where you need to go. Attack. The opportunity is there. Attack. Don't sleep. Right? Look at your ideas. See what ideas you haven't made happen and make them happen. You need help making them happen? Hit me up, inbox me, send me an email, send me a text. I don't care. Make it happen. Period.